Hello, beautiful family. I am coming to you for our energy encouragement for the week of May 22nd through the 28th, 2022. I'm going to start out this week's energy encouragement just to tap in and share a little bit of the intensity that many of us have been feeling this side of the Scorpio eclipse. I think a lot of us were surprised on how intense this energy has been flowing through our bodies. A lot of deep emotional past things coming up that we've been probably working on already. That's what surprised me about it, how deep it was. And then also feeling like high voltage energy pulsing through our bodies and shifts in our appetites, shifts in our sleep. I know for me with that Mars Neptune, I had one particular dream that just surprised me because it was quite violent, and that's not normally something that I usually experience, but it was repressed resentment that I had in my body. And so just wow, right? Just these sudden shifts in energy in our emotions, in our feelings, even a restlessness, feeling a lot of energy surges. And you'll have to pardon me because there's cars going by. I am sitting in my front yard versus the backyard today just because I wanted to be able to see better. The sun's shining beautifully today. So anyway, yeah, just a lot of really intense, high voltage energy, deep emotions coming up that surprised me. And I know that for many people, they were experiencing the same thing. Some tears, some anger. So we have a lot of transformation happening, right, with the Scorpio eclipse happening there in the South Node area of things that we need to heal, let go of, so that we can keep evolving and heading towards that more grounded, earthy Taurus energy. So we begin the week starting out with the moon in Pisces. And of course, Neptune is still there. And I was going to come on last week. Like I said, I was just having a really hard time settling into. I've had a lot of beautiful intentions to come on and share. I wanted to do a Sabian symbol because we have Mercury retrograde, and when it was right there at the same degree as the sun, the Sabian symbol is so powerful for that. I may still upload that still because although it's already, went past the sun going back towards Taurus energy where Uranus, the north node, and then Venus will move into it at the end of the week, I still may try to get that uploaded. Again, I was going to come and do a couple of videos last week, and the intense energy, it was about really honoring and respecting where we're at, feeling times of being really exhausted. But I think it's powerful because we're going back over things to rethink. And communication's so important right now, too, with us being in Gemini season. That was another video I was going to do, coming on to honor Gemini season, our communication, the twin energy, and saying happy solar return to all Geminis out there. Many people have different interpretations of the twin energy, Gemini, and to me, it's this battle between the intellect and the heart, and being able to find this happy medium within ourselves so we can bring forth our best versions of ourselves. A lot of us are doing healing. A lot of us are healers ourselves. So I'm going to get into it now because I already drew 3 cards. I'm using the Native Spirit Oracle this week. I feel we really need an honor and a respect for the earth, and getting back into the roots of what we truly need to value, as all of these structures that we're witnessing, you know, the tower moments in the collective. And so I feel it's important for us to always look inner and bring forth our best versions of ourselves, keep working on ourselves, nurture ourselves, because we are going through such, you know, powerful times and transformation that it can be very taxing, especially if it's somebody who's sensitive like myself. And so keep reminding yourself of, you know, where am I honoring and respecting myself? Where do I need to nurture myself today? Where do I need to shift up my daily pattern or routine? That's something for me. I was having just a hard time being inside, so I came outside and meditated, and then I went back in to get my cards. I already pre-drew these cards for the week. So the first message for the beginning of the week is Mercury moves back into Taurus in its retrograde motion on the 22nd. So that would have been yesterday, Sunday. I usually upload these on Sunday again. Uh, Yesterday was a more balanced day, more leveling out, I feel like, as the sun moved into Gemini. And then I was able to visit with my daughter and son-in-law to be yesterday, so I didn't get this uploaded. So the first message for the beginning of the week is the wounded healer. So Chiron is in Aries right now, and Aries represents self. So no matter where you have Chiron in your chart, you know, this is going to impact and influence you even more. So those that are born with Chiron in Aries, the self wound, we're being asked to let go, like that south node with the eclipse in Scorpio, let go of past wounds, to heal, to evolve, to bring forth our best versions of ourselves, you know, to purify ourselves. You see the waterfall here in the sun. Sunny days are coming. So if you're feeling intensity, you know, this is where you need to really nurture yourself right now. And, you know, listen to your body, listen to your inner calling. So we can, you know, when we do our shadow work, we all rise. So let's go into this a little bit. I actually brought the book out because I wanted to get a more of a feel of the energies. So healing energy, vitality, and life force energy are flowing through you and to you. And this is powerful because we have Jupiter in Aries, which is a benefic planet, asking us to expand, you know. Chiron in Aries, keep rising. So I feel like many of us that have been doing our shadow work, this is really going to give us an opportunity to rise, to be the warrior. And then Venus also moves into Aries. Did I write down? Venus will enter Taurus, so she's already in Aries right there with Chiron and Jupiter. So this warrior, this feminine energy. And then Mars will move away from Neptune and move into Aries with Jupiter and Chiron as well this week. So here we go. This is going to give us a little bit of fire in the heavens to just start feeling a little more sure of ourselves for the path and all of the things that we've been healing and moving away from, letting go of. Whatever needs healing in your life is being resolved. Your so-called faults are becoming your virtues. No matter what happened in the past does not need to equal the future. It's true, the cracks can be where the light enters your soul. So I feel like that's happening too. A lot of us are, they talk about soul fragmenting when we go through traumas and part of us disassociate. I feel like this is calling for us to bring back that parts of ourselves that were disassociated, that were checking out, that were escaping, right? Because we had all that powerful Jupiter-Neptune conjunction in Pisces, which was going back over the deep, dreamy, gonna blow away here, asking us to expand. A lot of us were feeling like we were in a fog, and now I feel like with this energy in Aries, it's going to give us that push, that spark of fire, right? Of spirit creation. The wounded healer is a tradition in native cultures that asserts the sum of the greatest healers are those who have gone through hardship and survived, or who have been wounded and healed. It's believed that these individuals can provide great solace and can instigate profound healing in others. You may have been wounded in your life, or you may have gone through challenging times, but the roots go deepest where the wind blows strongest. Wow. So our roots, being sure of what our values are, where our roots are deep, we're grounded, we're in our bodies. We can weather the storms that we're witnessing within ourselves and in the collective right now. You are a healer in the most profound sense of the word. Healing energy is surging through you. Whatever in your life needs healing is being addressed on the inner realms. Your strength lies in the difficulties that you've overcome. That's so true. Majority of us that are healers have gone through so many experiences in our lives, and those experiences are not meant to hold us back. Those experiences are for us to go forward, gaining wisdom, being able to help others, like this card says, right? To trigger a healing within somebody else. And so now is the time, and I feel like with all this Aries energy of self, no matter where your natal Chiron is, we're really being supported right now to fuel that flame of passion and that desire to overcome, and not only overcome, but to be there to help others. So for the middle of the week, wow, okay, so let me look it up. We got the white buffalo. We got the white buffalo for the middle of the week, which the moon moves into Aries, right? So the moon's going to move into Aries, where we have the other Jupiter, Mars. Venus is currently there, but she will move forward into Taurus on the 28th. So right now, we're just really divinely supported. We're going to have the masculine also come in there, giving us a little bit of more energy in the fire, right? Again, the opportunity of the support of the cosmos is we still have to do our work. The planets aren't doing anything to us. They're there to support us in the cycles that we go through as humans on the earth plane. Abundance and security are flowing into your life. All things are possible. Balance and harmony prevail. You may be called upon to stand up for others, but you can do this. But you can do this because you have the support of many beings in the spiritual realm. In Native American traditions, there are prophecies about the coming of the white buffalo, especially among the Lakotas. There's a legend that the white buffalo calf woman, a mystical being, came to the people a very long time ago when they were out of balance. She gifted the people with a sacred bundle containing the white buffalo calf pipe to help restore the balance. Upon leaving, the white buffalo calf woman prophesies that she will return at the end of an age. I believe the white buffaloes have already been being born, and that as we leave behind the age of Pisces going into the age of Aquarius, which we're in the doorway now, that this is very symbolic and very, very significant. So the white buffalo calf woman prophesied that she will return at the end of an age and that she will appear as a white buffalo calf. In recent times, white buffalo calves have been born, leading many to believe that this is the beginning of a new time. When this card chooses you, it's an honor, for it speaks of a time of miracles and balance in all things. You are a channel for greater forces in the universe. With your help, all is possible, but without it, things can be a struggle. Surrender to support from the Great Spirit. You do not have to do everything alone. I think that's so important too, because with this Taurus Scorpio eclipses, I feel like a lot of us are trying to find that equilibrium, that balance within ourselves, the intensity that we've been feeling, the deep emotional things that we've been letting go of, that we've been allowing to, you know, lick our own wounds. So tapping into the divine. It's crazy because just within myself, just prior to the eclipse, full lunar eclipse in Scorpio, I started doing ancestral meditations at nighttime to take forth the wisdom of my ancestors, but also to end the cycle of the repeated patterns that prior ancestors may have not healed. So a lot of us are the lineage holders. So if you're a lineage holder, a sign of that may be that you are quite different than your family that you were born into, that you grew up feeling different. You grew up feeling perhaps not heard, you know, perhaps treated by others like you were a little out there, so to speak. And so this is a change in time, and a lot of us are that lineage holder. And so seeking balance through meditation, through earthing, through prayer, through speaking to your ancestors that have came before you, you know? And so, wow, the sun went down, it's chilly. A lot of changes happening, a lot of earth changes happening, a lot of changes happening within our bodies. I was pretty wiped out over the past 2 weeks myself, and I'll be very honest. I did a lot of calling out to Creator just to help me, to be with me. One of the prayers that came up for me this last couple weeks was, please allow me to be open to feel the presence of God, Creator of the universe, to the degree where it casts out all fear. Because let's be real about fear too, because we are living on the planet of duality, that fear does arise. And when we can feel more tapped into the presence of God, Creator of the universe, we're then able to see past all of the duality and all the conflict that's taking place either outside of us or inside of us, to truly tap into who we are as spiritual beings. And that does help cast out the fear. And so what happens, like I said, my interpretation of the Gemini being the twins is this conflict between the mind and the heart, and the duality there, right? So this surrendering to that and kind of getting into that natural flow. Sometimes easier said than done, specifically for me, because I am a Virgo, so my sun is ruled by Mercury as well, and that intellect can get very busy right now as we go into Gemini season. So write it out, communicate. Community, I can't highlight this enough. Small community is more important than ever. We have to go back to grassroots. We have to be able to utilize our own resources we have right within us, but then also collaborate with people in community, even if it is on technology. So for the latter part of the week, as the moon will move in, the moon will stay in Aries throughout this energy update, but Sunday, when I'm supposed to upload my energy encouragements, the moon will move into Taurus, where we have the North Node, Uranus. Venus will be there on the 28th as well. So for the last part of the week, we have the Trickster energy. To me, this is the mind. This is the ego out of control. This can be the energy of Mercury, which we have retrograde right now, where we're revisiting, realigning, rethinking, going back over things in our intellect. So this can cause that really busyness within you that I was speaking of in the beginning of the video. So let's not be fooled by temporary fixes. Let's not be fooled by the mind, where that is truly where we go into fear, doubt, and worry, and be able to go into our heart space for clarity of our mind, for balance of our mind. So let's see, Trickster. Wow, I opened right up to it. Excuse me, I hope you can hear me okay. All right, let's read this one for the last part of the week. Things are not as they seem. Something that seems bad may in fact be good, and vice versa. Don't take everything at face value. Look beneath the surface. This card encourages you to try to find humor or gentle amusement in seemingly difficult situations. Look, we need more joy. I am so guilty of this. I've been saying it. I've been preaching it. But we need to have joy in our lives to break up some of the intensity that's taking place, right? Let me let this car go by. I got a little chipmunks sitting on my solar light wanting to come to the bird feeder that's directly behind me. I wish I could just turn around and snap a picture for you guys. You can come over here, buddy. I'm not going to hurt you. So, this card encourages you to try to find humor and gentle amusement in seemingly difficult situations. It also encourages you to have irrepressible fun. Step out of the mold. Shake up your routine. Find joy. Find humor. Find love. Find lightheartedness. Come on, buddy. He might just come over here. I won't hurt you. In indigenous traditions, there is a concept of the trickster. In the Native American tradition, the trickster is often depicted as a wily coyote, but sometimes the trickster is a human called a Hayoka. There is a light-hearted, fun aspect for the trickster, but there's also the caution to tread carefully because things are not always as they seem. What happens to be good opportunity may in fact not be. The wonderful aspect of this card choosing you is that it is often the opportunity to step out of an outmoded ways of perceiving yourself. The trickster allows you to see yourself in an entirely new way and ask you to step out of old routines and habits that might be keeping you stagnant. This card's speaking directly to me because I do feel like I have energy that needs to move through me. I need to break up my daily routine, which I did yesterday. I need to be open to see, we need to be open to see different perspectives and to realize that there's a lot of information and communication out there that is false. And it's also the people that are pointing to conspiracy theorists that are in fact the ones that should be pointing them fingers to themselves. So what is truth? Be open to perceive that you may just be being fooled by the trickster. Maybe this is an energy of an old mind or an old intellect or an old thought pattern of yourself that I'm wounded, I'm a victim, I can't overcome this. We're asked to be bringing it into balance right now, to take forward that warrior within you, to not be fooled and deceived anymore by deception, whether it be from within you or in the collective. So these are our messages for the week. I think that's pretty powerful. Again, we're now in Gemini season. I'm freezing because the sun went underneath the clouds. It's only 60 here today. Burr. But it was 81, and we had a major F3 tornado in our state on Friday, and that is not very typical for my area in the northern hemisphere. So what I want to say on that is the Uranus and Taurus energy, Earth changes, a cycle that we're in. A lot of the showing of that white buffalo calf woman, right, as a metaphor of things are out of balance. Tap into the spirit of the universe, great spirit. Be able to care and nurture and lick your wounds, so to speak, so that you can bring forth that warrior, right, with that energy all in Aries right now. Find out where Aries is in your natal chart, and that will tell you, show you which house is really being strongly activated to bring forth that warrior. You know, with Jupiter there and Chiron there, we just have a very, I feel things are going to level out. I feel like there's a lot of things that are going to come through also in Gemini season, especially with Mercury retrograde. I mean, Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. There's going to be a lot of information coming out. There already is with the next agenda. And we have to be able to shift our perspectives and to be able to see that sometimes we're being deceived. Sometimes we're deceiving ourselves. So be gentle with yourself, and I hope that something within this energy encouragement this week helps trigger. Oh my God, I have PTSD that don't do well with me. Okay. I live in the sticks, so there we go. Anyway, there we go. That's something I can work on. I'm triggered by those type of things with the PTSD, so don't be fooled by all the deception. And I do believe with the Mercury retrograde, I believe he is now back in Taurus today. I'm coming to you on Monday the 20, whatever the date is. Yeah, the 22nd. Mercury went back into Taurus. So information coming out, more things intellectually revisiting things, maybe on what we value, what we don't value. A lot of busy intellect for a lot of people, especially if this Mercury is significant somewhere in your chart, which it is, just depends on the house. Take good care of yourself, and until I see you the next time, shalom, shalom.